What are the main differences between the Rise Remap and the RISE4 Remap kit? And how easy is it to swap your remap into a Remap 4? We're going to cover that and more in this video. Hello and welcome back to Gears and Tech. Before we get too far into this video, did you know that we are giving this controller away? Yes, this is the very first Gears and Tech Dualsense FPS Pro controller. And it has been modeled to be very similar in features and specs to the newly announced SCUF FPS controller. The biggest difference between this controller and the SCUF is that this controller only has two back buttons, 1, 2. That is about to change because Extreme Rate has released the RISE4 back button kit, which converts your regular Rise 2 into a 4-button back button mod. Now this mod has just come out, so we're going to be installing it on here because why not give away a controller that has the best of everything? So what other features does this controller already have? Well, it has removable thumbsticks that have adjustable height. They've got these sweet chrome caps on them so you can impress your friends. It's been laser engraved with the Gears and Tech logo. It's been laser engraved with the Gears and Tech name and the YouTube symbol, and it's been laser engraved with Dualsense Pro on the side here, so you'll always know where you got this controller. If you want to win this controller, all of the details are in the official giveaway video, which you'll want to check out. Make sure you enter because we would love to give this away to one of you. Before we get too far into this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel down below. If you've seen some of our content already and have not subscribed, we want you to join our community. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and let's get back to the video. The video today is checking out the differences between the two remaps and the process of upgrading. So let's get started right away. So the first thing we need to do is just pop this back cover off. Use our plastic sparger so we don't scratch anything. Now that just pops off just like that. So there's a ribbon cable right here. We just need to flip this up like that and then pull, and then that releases the Rise 2. That's all we need to do. We do not need to remove the back or anything in order to install this because it is a direct swap. So I need the shell. The base on this is exactly identical, so we do not need to swap the base. The buttons are exactly identical. However, if we go like this and we compare the two circuit boards, interestingly enough, this one was made bigger. Everything else is the same. Also, interestingly enough, you'll notice that this actually has solder pads here for buttons. Now these are not these buttons. The trace does not go through for that. These are actual solder points for, they have it labeled, a K3 and a K4 button right there already. But they do not line up with that location. Interesting. So if a guy wanted to, you could get buttons and add your own K3 and K4 buttons to this. I never really looked at it that close, and I guess I never really noticed that before. But anyway, so this should, I shouldn't need to change those buttons at all. I should be able to just go like this. Okay, we've got that in. Now all we got to do is slide this ribbon cable back in. So we're just trying to slide this. If your installer did this right, the cable should be going that way already. And then we just go like this. So those are in. Now we need to get this top piece prepped. Now, those don't screw in or anything. They just slide through like that, and then they'll just rest. So they somewhat pivot like that. And then we need to put the home button in. How on earth is that thing supposed to stay? Stay, dang it. There. And just like that, we now have the RISE4 remap kit on our PlayStation 5 Dualsense FPS Pro controller. So this controller is now pretty much the same as the SCUF controller. And like I said, we're giving it away. Make sure you check the link in the description for the video that will give you all the details on that giveaway. Now let's talk about the ease of installation. This was a dead easy installation. Obviously, I've had this whole controller apart and done a full proper install of all of the components on here. So I'm quite comfortable taking a controller apart and messing with ribbon cables and that sort of thing. As long as you're careful with the ribbon cable on here, you will be just fine. I also made another video talking about this Rise Remap 4 kit already, and some people criticized me saying, you can't call it a review because you don't actually have the controller. So now that I have the controller and I've had a little bit of time to test this out and see how I feel about it, these buttons are, I mean, they're actually not too bad. In fact, I might prefer to use these two buttons instead of these two and still just use it as a 2 button because my fingers rest here a little bit easier to click them. But you do have full access to all 4 buttons, which is, it's okay. And coupled with our digital triggers and our alternate height thumbstick, this controller is ready to slay in first-person shooter games. It is fully set up to be awesome in that arena. So if you've seen this Rise Remap 4 kit before, if you already have a Remap version 1 or version 2, this will just bolt right on there. It clips right in. It's very easy to do. You don't have to know anything. And it's a worthwhile upgrade if you're finding yourself wanting more back buttons. Hey, thanks for watching all the way to the end of this video. We hope you enjoy the content in this video, and we'd love to have you come back. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And for those subscribers who are looking for that extra special thing that you can do to support this channel, consider joining our members group. That's where we're building this community, the Gears and Tech community, where we can all enjoy content together. You'll get special perks, which we'd love for you to check out by clicking the link down below. For those of you who are just happy to watch the video, that's okay too. You can check out some of our other content right over here, where we've got some previous videos that have already been uploaded and enjoyed by many of our viewers already. We do hope to see you again. This has been Gears and Tech. Have a great day.